All right, it says we're live, so hello, welcome. I thought about putting on regular lipstick, but I think chapstick is the way to go today. Okay, so pinned to the chat is something exciting that we will talk about if you have not already heard and or seen it. But so we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so that's exciting. What else? I have no more pot pie. We have eaten all of the pot pie leftovers, and I am very sad about it. So I'm going to have to make another pot pie at some point soon. What else? The weather has been cooling. So we have a bit more color in the trees and things like that. We have trees that are shedding their colorful leaves. We have all of the good things about fall. A little bit of crispiness in the air, apple cider, pumpkins, all the good things. So that's always lovely to have. Less bugs in terms of like mosquitoes and flying things. There are a few more of the arachnids around, especially over the last couple of years. If y'all don't know, the Joro spider, which is not native, has become kind of an invasive species, and there are no natural predators of this type of spider, and there are so many of them, and they're hanging around everywhere. They make fantastic looking webs, but it's like I don't really want to have my house decorated for Halloween when I didn't intend for it to be decorated in terms of that much spider web. So there's that. What else? We had a nice pulled pork yesterday. I have not done anything very interesting since the last time you saw me, other than working on the link that we will be talking about. So that's about as interesting as I got yesterday. But anyway, let me say hello, and then we will talk about all the good things. So Monique is here and says, the writing progress update. You have reached the part of the novel where your character is basically going through all the bad things. Lowest point of time. Yes. The deepest, darkest depths of night. Yes. You came here to figure out how to plot the scene where the two people end up unalived and Jane loses her powers. Okay. But okay, well, we still want our main character to be alive, or at least capable of reviving, right? Persephone says, hey, writer peeps. Hello. Welcome. On the brighter side, you commissioned a character art for Jane and Andy to be made. Nice. Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm still figuring out all of the waviness, but thank you. I appreciate it. Becca says, hello. Hello. Cool Gamer says, hi. Hello. CB says, hello. Hello. How are you? Okay, and I have hidden the popped out chat with the other things that I have open. Okay. Anyway, let's do cards real quick, and then we will do the explanation. I mean, it's kind of all there in the chat anyway, and in the description. Should you come in a little bit later and Kat's video link got smooshed, it should be in the... We already did that one, didn't we? Yes, we did. That was yesterday's or day before's. Whenever it was. Okay, what are you? Okay, 2 stood out. So we have possibly 2. And I'm going to have to shuffle these soon. Okay, so Card number 1 seems to be a hot and steamy moon. It is the character for extremes. So there's that. Card number 34. And then we have the growth number 3. Number 3? Number 5. Number 5. We have the growth character. So we have hot and steamy and growth. So if you need any kind of sign to work on a romance novel, there it is. So the hot moon, which is the extremes, learn how to handle crises with calm and resilience. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. So if you need a mantra, I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. Okay. Challenges us to build our resilience and reserves of wisdom and calm for those times when things are at their extreme. It reminds us that developing grace under pressure is worth its weight in gold, and that even these extremes in time will pass. So if you need a companion stone or metal, it suggests sunstone for the extreme card. And then for the growth card, sorry, I'm kind of moving fast, Jill. I have a feeling I'm going to get some words today, so I feel like I can focus. Okay, and then growth. Reject stagnancy. To get unstuck, take action. The choice to grow should be made. Expect growing pains when making huge changes, those extremes possibly, in your life. Change is a natural part of life and should not be pushed against forever. Change should have aim and purpose. Be courageous and you will blossom. And then the mantra for this one is I choose growth. So they're comparing to a willow tree, which is probably supposed to be what this tree trunk is. Think of a willow tree. Willows often grow on sandy banks of highly shiftable and changeable rivers, yet they reach huge sizes, successfully growing and holding fast in an unpredictable habitat. How do they do that? The root base, essentially. If you need a companion stone, it suggests charoite, Charoite, Charoite. I don't know what this is or what it looks like, so let me look that up real quick. It is purple. It is very, very purple. So let me share so that you can also see, because I did not know what this is, and I don't think I have one of these. So here are some charoites. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but there it is. Okay, so those are our two oracle cards, because two of them popped out, the extreme and the growth. So those are your two oracle cards. And, I say we're going to do this real quick, and then I wind up, I'm like, nah, 2 cards instead of 1. Okay. Okay, what are you? It's a sword. It is the 8 of Swords. So communication, sweet in some ways. Okay, where's my swords? Here we go. Okay, so, okay. So again, stress. So like the extremes, the stress, test, crucible, stress, and persecution. Let me get this to be a closer look. So the crucible, a test, a fiendishly hot environment, a stressful time. A searing blade stands in the center while 7 more linger in the background. Some stand guard, observing and waiting, while a certain few fall shattered to the floor from the stress of unforgiving heat. Now is your opportunity to enter the crucible and come out stronger than you ever have, or be destroyed trying. This is the time for you to use all of your faculties to learn as much as you can. Another thing for growth there. As much as you can from the situation and emerge victorious. There is no courage without fear, no gain without sacrifice. The swords depicted are medieval arming swords from about 1200 to 1400, it says. Okay, so between the oracle cards, I don't know if it's telling us to be prepared for a stressful time, but Nano is around the corner. And Nano is always a bit intense. So if we want to go through the extreme crucible that Nano is, you must do so with remembering balance and growth in mind, I think. So definitely those seem to go all hand in hand. Okay, so those are our cards for today. And now let's talk about the comment that I have pinned over in the chat. So at the top of your chat should be a tiny URL, and this is to the AuthorTube channel and links spreadsheet. Kat and Devin, Glory, and myself worked yesterday. Kat started it, and then Devin provided quite a bit of the channel names and the streams that Devin had been able to find. I still don't understand how in the world that Devin is able to do as much as Devin can do with how limited access they have to YouTube itself. So props to Devin for finding so much for us. Glory had an extensive list of channels. And I had at least started a list of like regular streams and the links that I could find for Nano that had already been scheduled. So between the four of us, we have managed to put together a very decent spreadsheet. So if you follow the tiny URL, this is what is going to, let's make this slightly bigger. This is what is going to appear. Can I move myself? No, I cannot. Okay. So over here, let's see if can you even see my mouse? Yes. Okay. So over here, this is the page that the tiny URL takes you to. This first tab is the AuthorTubers tab. I highly, highly, highly suggest that you bookmark this particular page, because these other tabs are going to be disappearing as the dates change. Okay, so if you're going to bookmark, which I do suggest you do, if you are going to bookmark this spreadsheet so you can find it later, I suggest you do so on the AuthorTubers page. Okay, so this page is the channel name and the channel link for all of the AuthorTube channels that we can find thus far. At the moment, we have 275. I know we do not have all of them, so I know that we have missed some, and we will come back to that in a second. If we have missed you, when we have missed you, or your friend or your besties, there is a way to have the name and channel added to the spreadsheet, which happens to be up here. Your URLs that you are going to be looking at are up here that are your necessary ones. Okay, so this is the one for sharing, but this is the link for viewing only. Does that make sense? Because if you have not watched Kat Leo's video on this, which I highly suggest you do, and I popped the link to that in the chat and in my description, as Kat has said, we would like to be able to trust people. However, life gives us experience that allows us to know that's not always the best case. So you guys have access to the view, but you can use this link to pull up a Google form that then you can submit a channel and channel link, or even a stream to be added into the quote unquote playlist. Okay, so that's your first one. Again, I highly suggest that you bookmark this page. Moving on. These other tabs are going to be by date. So make sure that we're going to try to update these as we go along. But we have the intention of hopefully keeping this up to date pretty regularly, and for nano events especially. But anyway, so left-hand column is the stream title. Then you have the link for that specific stream. Then you have the channel link. And there are some people that we know have, like Tish has early morning, 6 a.m. Eastern time streams quite regularly on Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, but does not necessarily schedule ahead of time. So we have tried to put in those regularly scheduled in the correct spot, but just left the stream title and video link blank, but you still can find them through going to the channel. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So we're going to be trying to update these either in the morning or in the evening or whenever we get a chance. Like this morning, I saw that Margaret Pennard had a pop-up, so I added that in. Yeah, so, and you have time zone comparisons over here. We did do mainly, we did US time zones because that is where the majority of our viewership comes from, but also because it is decently easy. If you know either of the coast times, it's easier to convert in some ways. So anyway, hopefully this is not too bothersome. Hopefully this is going to help figure everything out. We have a good amount of streams for each day. Some of the days are a little less than others because some people don't schedule their streams out. Like myself, I have not scheduled out my next month's streams yet. But once I do, I will pop the link in. We have a template there. We do have all the way through November. As I said, most of these are going to be in the latter half, are not yet scheduled because, again, a lot of people don't schedule things unless they specifically know they're going to be doing like end of nano stuff. So again, I would not bookmark these pages. These individual date pages, please do not bookmark those because they will disappear on you. So if you're going to bookmark this, again, please bookmark the very first page, which is the AuthorTube channel list. Okay. Now, okay. Now let me show you what the stop screen, present. If you, on that first page at the top, rightish, you should see the link to the Google form. And this is if you want to add your channel link or even a stream to the list. This is, all of these questions are optional because we are not sure if you are going to be adding just for the channel or just for a stream or both, etc. So anyway, if you need to be added to the list, please provide your channel name. Please provide your channel link. And for this, if you're just asking to be added to the AuthorTuber list, please give us some time, a week. If you have not seen your name and channel added to the list within a week, please resubmit and double check the channel link. We had an issue where there was one letter left off of the end from when a link was accidentally copied. That was mine, or my mistake. I did go back and fix that. So just make sure that if you have not seen it, or if you have any questions, either resubmit this form or contact one of us, Kat, Glory. I would say myself, but honestly, I probably don't check Twitter as much as I should. So you probably have a better time getting hold of Kat or Glory, but you can definitely message me. I just might not answer you is the only problem. Okay, so second section is being added to the quote-unquote playlist, which is one of those dated tabs. Stream title, stream date. Please give us the date so we know which tab to put it under. Stream time. And then please let us know which time zone this time is in. That way we can convert if we need to. And then the link to the stream. Again, please double check your links to make sure that they are correct. And then you will be able to submit the form. So this is a 2-section form, one for the channel link and name, and then one for the stream. And if you are only doing the channel being added, you don't have to fill out any of these. These are not required. Or if you are already added to the list of author tubers, it'd still be nice to have your channel name and link on there, just to make it easier to input everything. So if you are doing, but either way, so please make sure you fill out as much of this as possible or as is relevant to you. But yeah, so, and again, please, I popped the link to Kat's video explaining and going over this as well. So if you need a much more like to the point, like this is how everything, like Kat does a great, wonderful job of being very to the point. I know I'm kind of like just going over in a hurry because I do want us to get to some sprints today. But that is the thing. So again, the pinned link is the AuthorTube list page. If you are going to bookmark anything from that spreadsheet, please bookmark that first tab. And if you don't have to bookmark the form because the link for that form is in that first page. And again, if you want to share, please share that tiny URL that is also available in the upper right-hand-ish corner of the spreadsheet. Okay. Before we move on, again, Kat's video link should be in somewhere above in the chat. It should also be in the description below because I edited that before we went live. So you should have the tiny URL for the spreadsheet, and you should have a link to Kat's video explaining everything and going over it very carefully. So again, if you need anything, those are there for you. And please make sure that if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, it's not Devin's. Devin's is so much easier and cleaner. And we can just like go, click and watch all day, but it's not a playlist, but it is a playlist of sorts. So, but thank you so very, very much for Kat and Devin and Glory for getting this started and getting so many of the AuthorTube channels and links. Kat and Glory have, if y'all don't know, have over on Twitch Coffee Bunny Cafe streams. And so Coffee Bunny Cafe is now a YouTube channel as well, and that is going to be the channel that Kat follows all of the YouTube channel or all of the AuthorTube channels on, so that we can find all of the streams if possible. So if you see Cat Bunny Cafe, Coffee Bunny Cafe, good Lord. If you see Coffee Bunny Cafe in your subscriptions, that is who that is. So, yay. Persephone says, take that, YouTube. Exactly. Take that, YouTube. Exactly. And Cat Leo made it. Yay! Yes, he made that. And I'm very appreciative because mine was nowhere near as organized as that. So I very much appreciate the organization levels. So yes. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? I have no idea. Ooh, CB is going to have an actual Nano event tomorrow afternoon in person. Nice. That should be very fun. That should be very fun. Kat, you got the job. Yay! Yay! Congrats. But you start November 1st, so that is Nano. I would suggest making sure that you take some time to acclimate to your job. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to complete Nano if you are starting a new job. That is what I will say. But yay! All good things. All good things are happening. Yay! Amazing. Yes. Laura says, yay and congratulations. Jenna the Soul Writer says, congrats to Cat Leo. Yes. Monique says, congrats. And you hope you can balance both the job and Nano. Yes. We hope so. But again, we don't want to pressure you. CB says, awesome and well done, Kat. That's amazing. Tessa, hello. Congrats, Kat. Yes. Louise says, congrats. Yay. All good things. Okay, let's see. I feel like I feel like I have like sort of messed up where I am in the chat and I don't know where I was. Monique will be here for an hour, but you're making lunch after watching Hocus Pocus. Nice. Hot and steamy and growth. Yes. I mean, yes. Persephone says, I've got rain all day and tonight. Ooh, yes. Perfect writing weather. Love that. Such a pretty card. They are very pretty cards. And this was in regards to the purple stone, charoite. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'll have to look it up later. The stone is stunning. Yes. Tessa said, hello. Stress removal is a must. Doctor's orders here and hugs to all and the like button. Yes, when stress has gotten to the level where the doctor tells you you need to reduce it, you have definitely got too much stress. The tarot card feels accurate for where you are right now. The crucible moment. Yes. Yeah, that is a good description of the sort of like the dark night point in storytelling. Yeah. Tessa says you found the stream on Devin and Kat's new playlist spreadsheet. Yay! It works. Excellent. You compared The Crucible to Mean Girls during your tutoring class. Oh, that is an interesting comparison. Yes. Yes. Very much so, yes. CB says, I managed to fit everything you need for Nano into your laptop bag. Unfortunately, your older laptop has died. Oh, no. Hashtag free Devin. Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, I've been messaging Devin, and Devin said that the form to fill out for an appeal, was it 1,000 or 10,000 characters? 1,000. 1,000 characters to appeal, which is not much. Persephone says, I see it. It took some work. Much appreciated. And hashtag free Devin. Yes, we want Devin to get the channel back. Even if Devin is no longer able to do the playlists in the same manner, but we definitely want Devin to have the channel back. I mean, I can't take a whole lot of credit because I mostly just popped in the channel links for regularly scheduled streams, but the organization level that Kat and Devin had are impressive. Yes. Tab 1 equals subscriber list. Tab 2 more is like, yes, exactly. Yes. Yes, yes. CB says you've bookmarked it, and massive kudos to the 4 of you for doing this. Yes, thank you. Thank you. If you need a YouTube comparison. Yes. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes. Laura said, hey to everybody. As of next weekend, East Coast is 6 hours behind UK and Central is 7 hours behind. Yeah. I think this is correct. I think this is correct. Yes. Amazing work. Can't imagine the time it took it and effort. Yeah, I came into it with it already being half done. So I was like, oh yay. So but it's an extensive list. So I'm very excited about it. CB says, I'm not 100% sure about Pacific time or Mountain time. Gotcha. Rita says, thanks for all the hard work for the writing and sprinting list. Yes. Okay. Okay, and now we're down to the congratulations. Yes. So Kat is going to be a retail area supervisor, and the store is about 10 minutes walk from your place, which is very convenient. Nice. Excellent. Rita says, awesome. Becca says, congrats. Monique says, so far right now, you think you have an idea on how your character will play out big picture-wise. Good. And speaking of that, we need to do a Smarty Sprint. Okay. We're going to start out with Rotten Hood. Okay. All right, so this is going to be a 25-minute silent timer, so you can play whatever spooky music or whatever Christmas music, if you're already on that, that you want to play. Okay, your reminders. 1, if you've already been working today, go ahead and save it. If not, now's a great time to pull up your document, or think about when is the last time you made a backup of your document and your story. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and have a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, hey, Charlie, how are you? 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I got about 200 words in, and then my brain had a stutter moment. And so I am doing some handwork. Handwork? Working by hand? Handwriting. Yeah. So I seem to stop somewhere around the 200 mark sometimes. Like when I get stuck or when I have something that I need to think about, I get about 200 words in, and then my brain is like, and we need to think more about this. We need, it's like my brain is telling me, are you sure you want to go down this route? Are you sure? And then I immediately begin doubting everything. Anyway, so Charlie came in right before that sprint started and said, hey, hey. And Lindsay said, hello, everyone. Also came in just as the sprint was starting. So welcome. Megan also came in and said, oops, I'm a bit late, but Princess went and puked all over the bed. Oh, no. But on the other hand, Megan has a fantastic positive outlook on this and says, at least it means I'll have clean sheets when I go to bed tonight. So there you go. Charlie is in go slow mode because you didn't sleep the best last night, which stinks. And hubby is on vacation. That's a distraction. So you might not work until the stream later tonight. Still trying to figure that one out. Yes, if you need to be in go slow mode, that is fine. I have finished off my cup of tea, so I will need to get some other source of hydration during the next sprint. I also feel like maybe I should switch up my tea because I've had, I think the last 5 cups of tea that I've had have been the constant comment. Well, no, I think there was an Earl Grey in there somewhere. Let's see. Monique finished outlining the chapter. Fantastic. Amazing. You don't know all the details, but chapter 33 is going to be brutal. We love to torture our characters, don't we? You're going to go make some lunch now. Excellent. Kat was questioning whether or not on the spreadsheet you should put the actual sprint days in front. I think the AuthorTube channel list serves as a fantastic landing page, and I think you should keep it the way it is. But that's my opinion. Julie, hello. Family phone calls have kept you from being productive this morning, but you're hoping to buckle down in the next sprint. Excellent. Also, for those of you who came in late, please do check out the link that is pinned to the top of the chat somewhere over here, because that is the alternative to Devin's playlist that we are working through. I also put a link to Kat Leo's video that explains how to use it in the description box below. So make sure you check out those things. The link is also in the description as well. But, CB got 182 words. Excellent. Yay. Becca cut out the fabric for the jacket of your costume, then realized you don't have any interfacing. No. So you ordered that. Guess you'll be making the jacket tomorrow and not today. Gotcha. Do you have something in the meantime that you can work on, or does today become a play day? Jenna is editing videos. Gotcha. Laura is getting ready to send tiny shivers to the editor. You watched a video on how to format it so the copy editor has an easier time. Excellent. Also, are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. Rosalind says, hey, fashionably late, but here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. The link looks so helpful and organized. Yeah, Kat and Devin started it, and it is far more organized than I would have made it. So I'm very, very glad they started it and not me. I started a different document that just had a good bit more chaos, shall we say. So yes, it's fantastic. Laura says, still can't breathe through my nose. Oh no. That stinks. I hate that feeling because it always messes with me, and it always makes me feel like I have brain fog. CB says you're working on an alternate opening for your Nano novel. You don't know if you will use it yet. Gotcha. You think you're going to start on the TARDIS bag. Yay. It's actually going to be a 3-dimensional TARDIS. Yes. But no 4th dimension. So sad. I mean, if you can figure out how to sew a 4th dimension, I think you would be very, very, very... I mean, you would either be able to get away with lots of things and go on great, fantastic adventures, or the government would try and look you up. I'm not sure which one it would be. Rosalind says, working on editing a bunch of videos and writing commissions today. You're not a Time Lord, you wish. But I mean, the Time Lords had to start somewhere, right? Ashley says, hi, you only have a few minutes before you have to go. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. CB says, boil the kettle, pour the water into a clean bowl, put a towel over your head, inhale, then squish one. Okay. How to fix clogged nostrils temporarily. Yes. It's good advice. All right. So, second sprint is the self-promo sprint, which means that if you have something you would like to promote, now's your chance to do it. I'm going to get our friendly fast bat up and ready for us to sprint with. Close enough. So if you have something you want to promote, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a Twitch channel, if you have an Etsy store, if you have an Amazon author page, if you have a blog, a website, and social medias that you would like to share, please do so at this time. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. You should be able to get around the automated filters by spelling out the word .dot and .com and putting in some extra spaces on either side of that. That should get around it. Okay. Also, 1, save your document and all the progress you have been making. 2, make sure you have a sip of something you've been hydrating on, or make sure you get something to sip on during this sprint. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too badly. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. That sprint is done. I have turned on the subscriber mode because we did have a robotic entity in the chat. So just know that you have to hit the red subscribe button, and then you can feel free to chat away as soon as you do that. Where am I? I am now at, I got about 507 571, I think, if my mental calculation is correct, which is great because I finally, like, something clicked in my brain and I was like, oh, this is where it needs to go. So I've made some progress, which is great. I still did not go get something to hydrate, so I have not done that yet, but I will need to at some point soon. All right. Also, I am curious if you are participating in Nano, other than, well, if you're participating in Nano, are you using a progress tracker? And are you using one that is not the Nano electronic tracker on the website? So do you have something like a tracker in your bullet journal? Are you making your own? Are you just doing, like, reaching X amount of words per day and then you get a check mark? What are you doing? I've not decided how I'm going to track my progress. Usually some sort of tracker, but I tend to need a paper tracker because I tend to forget to update the Nano website on the daily. So if you have a recommended tracker, I guess is what I am roundabout trying to say. Persephone says, this year you've created one of those color in the day's progress word count trackers. Sin in the biblical sense is the subject/theme of your Nano work in progress. Oh, so you drew a snake and it coils across 2 Bujo pages. Nice. And I can imagine that you are then coloring in the segments of the snake, is my guess. CB says, you're writing by hand, so you've got tracking sheets that you made on your laptop. Gotcha. Rachel came in to smack the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Your internet is down for most of the time, so you won't be able to stick around, but enjoy the weekend. Gotcha. Thank you. And you as well. 186 words for CB that time. That was one. There was one of those in the robotic entities in the Nano stream last night. Jenna is rendering the video for posting while wrapping up another filming. Excellent. Rosalind said, fell down a rabbit hole and spent that sprint applying for jobs. Nice. I hope something comes of it. CB says, I fell down a fanfic rabbit hole, but that's the best way to stave off writer's block for you. Excellent. Lindsay says, I've made progress and you've been researching an article. Nice. Jenna has a mini notebook that you track all of your projects in. Nice. I should probably do this. I'm sure I have a mini notebook. I am sure. Lindsay says, I actually have several progress trackers that you give away on your website. Ooh, nice. Excellent. Okay, let me see if I can find. Post. There is Lindsay's website, so I will have to make sure I check that out later. Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you. And Megan says, you just obsessively use the Nano tracker. Yes. That is definitely definitely something I could do, but I tend to forget. So Rita is using a paper tracker. Yep. And who you're even sprinting with. Nice. It's a table that and you're also coloring in one bubble for each 100 words. Nice. That way, if you get, 300 bubbles, you get to color in 3. If you get 400, you get to color in 4. Nice. Nice, nice. CB says, I'm going for all the badges this year, so you have to update the site daily. Isn't there a badge for multiples updates in one day? So you have to at least do that. Yeah. You're trying to reach 2K a day, roughly a chapter a day. So hopefully it won't be too difficult to track. Hopefully not. Yeah. And 2K is easier to remember than, for whatever reason, 2K, when you're trying to reach 2K, it feels more reasonable to me than if I am trying to reach a specific 1667 for whatever reason. Like going for like a 2K benchmark feels easier to me than it does when I am trying to reach 1667. I don't know why that is, but that is, yeah. So I have to trick my brain and be like, yeah, we're going for 2K today. And then 1667 doesn't feel like that much. Yes, coloring in the sections of the danger noodle. Yes. Squisms. Hello, hello, hello. 291 words for you. Excellent. Wonderful. Yay. CB also has a master tracking book. Nice. Here's Lindsay's website. Jenna says, I use one of the smaller journals from Dollar Tree. It fits nicely in most purses and bags. Nice. Lindsay says, thank you. You're welcome. It's in the, okay, so the progress trackers are in the Get Access tab. Excellent. Thank you. I will remember that. CB has a batch tracker to color in. Nice. Okay, so I need to scroll back up and see any self-promo. So make sure you do any self-promo that you have forgotten in the chat. Kat says, I do things. And here's the link tree. Yes, and in the link tree, Kat has also updated to include the spreadsheet this side. That side, whatever side it's on. I can never remember if it's mirrored or not. Either way. Okay, so the link tree now includes the link for the spreadsheet where you can find all of the AuthorTube channels and all of the playlist links. CB says, I have 14 stories on an archive of our own under the name Pepperoni Fan 1982 and hashtag Free Devin. Yes. Megan says, have you checked out all of my links? And here's Megan's link tree. Oh, and if you would like to add CB on Duolingo, you are CB394 over there as well. Excellent. Okay, so Lindsay saw the spreadsheet and says this is amazing. Thank you. Yes. Yes, yes. Jenna says, my YouTube channel has been busy lately, so find the link to it on Instagram, Facebook, and your books before the December 31st unpublished day here at jennathesoulwriter.com. And here is also Jenna's link tree as well. Persephone is asking Charlie if they have seen the ghostly figures emerging from the pillars of creation. They're very cool. Very cool. And there's from the James Webb telescope images stuff from NASA. All good things. Very cool. I love the pictures of space. I can't explain how much I love them. Let's see. Do we have any other self-promos? I don't think so. I guess the self-promo is make sure you check out the links in the description and make sure you are following all of your sprinty friends. So, did I add 10 more words? Yes. Update the nano tracker. Excellent. You love the bubble tracker idea. This would be kind of fun. Yes. And I'm just trying to think if there's an easy way to make fun, colorful bubbles other than just like circles to color in. I don't know. There's a badge for that, I think, yes. You also used 1 tumbled stone for 100 words placed in a jar for a more visual that sits on your desk. Yes, I've seen this, and I think Sarah Cannon was using this for July camp, I think. She's got a bag of the clear glass things that you put in vases with flowers. I don't know what you call them. They're just like little glass bubbles. Or you could use rocks. They sell the rock ones too. And then you have the 2 cups, and you move one each. Yes, like the gems that go at the bottom of fish tanks. Yeah, but like I don't know what the title for them is. I've just the little glass nubbins that have kind of like a flattish bottom. Glass droplets. I don't know what you call them. I don't know. Tumblestones, maybe that is what they call them. I don't know. I'm searching for a word. Craft stones. I don't know. What do you call them? Like vase filler. What do you call these? Vase filler stones. Glass rocks for vases. House table glass stones. Clear marbles. Pebbles. Flat bottom round top rocks. Bowl filler gems. I mean, so nobody knows what to call them. Rocks for faces. Decorative rocks. Decorative glass rocks. I mean, just, stuff. Yeah, I don't know what to call them. You just know the Dollar Tree also sells them. Exactly. They do. You can find craft stones at the dollar store, so maybe that's what they call them, craft stones. I don't know. Flat glass marbles. Yeah. You use real stones that you have purchased at rock shows and shops. So many pretty colors. Yes. What they're called specifically, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I have like a handful of, let me see if I can grab them real quick. I have a handful of Muakite. I'm not sure how. Again, I have issues with pronouncing things, but they are very cool. These are tumbled and polished. They're all the same kind of rock, but they have this nice sunset color. I have one that's a square. I don't remember if that one was peach moonstone. I think that one might have been peach moonstone, and the rest were Muakite. I don't know. But I really liked the just, I don't know, sunset aesthetic colors, prettiness. And yeah, so I have these. How many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 if I count these. I've got 2 tumbled bloodstones. So I could do 10. So I could do, if I could do every 200 words if I used those. So anyway, so those could be what I could use. Halloween candy is about to go on sale right now in time for rewards. True. Also very true. But also please get some good treats and snacks for your health. Yes. And Jenna goes, ooh, it's pretty stones. Yes. Greg Inc. Hello. Welcome. Bonnie says apples dipped in caramel sauce, delightful and dangerous. Yes. Yeah, Jenna, you're going to town on Monday to get your chocolate rewards and trail mix too, and smoothies that need this frozen fruit. Yes. Julie says, I've always been drawn to crystals and recently got into collecting some beautiful pieces. You have one of nearly all crystals, right? Yeah, and I have also been much more into collecting them once I found the wholesale warehouse that opens up and sells them at a much more reasonable price. So, and that's where I have gotten so many things and more that are over here as well. So, yes. We do need to do at least one more good size sprint. We'll do Friendly Ghost. What is today's Friday? Okay. Michael starts at 3:15. Okay. Okay. So we probably won't do a bonus sprint, but we will do this third sprint. All right. I'm just going to shove us back into work mode. Yes, wholesale. There is a wholesale warehouse that opens to the public every 3 months or so. It's fantastic. Okay. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. I still do not, so I'm going to have to go do that. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is sprint number 3 for us. I am now up to 1614 words. I should have written 2 more. Then it would be 1616, but it's okay. 1614 is quite acceptable for me. What was I? I think I was at 753 before. So I wrote a real good chunk that time. I have no idea where I stopped. Okay, that's where I stopped. So what is all this? 861. Nice. What are you doing? Hair. So 861 that time. Excellent. Nice. That's a good chunk. I'm going to save it. Yay. Okay, so Bonnie says, I am one of those women with rocks in my pocket. So yes, we are all fans of the rocks. In fact, that's one of the things that I'm going to be putting into my bullet journal for next year is actually my crystal list is what I'm calling, or crystal collection list. I don't know. I'm planning on sort of doing a table. It's going to be at least 2 pages. But I'm planning to do a table that has, I'm not sure about the sizing, but I'm going to have the name of the crystal, and then I'm going to have over here done in check marks and whatnot, whether or not I have like a sphere, a tower, a raw, a point, is it tumbled stone or something else, you know, do I have jewelry out of it type thing. And for some of them I have multiple pieces, like for amethyst I have several raw pieces, I have jewelry, and I have a point as well. And whereas like the pyrite, I have a sphere and I have some raw, so like different. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing a collection list, because sometimes when I go places, I'm like, I think I have, but then I have, like, there are a couple of pieces, like I don't have any carnelian, so that's going to be something that I'm going to have to fix at some point. But things like that. So I have that for a list. The other thing that I have already done for next year's bullet journal is I've done my black pen page, black pen and metallic pen, and then started some of the swatching. I just do these like when I'm watching somebody else's video. And then I've got my Tombow markers, as to which ones are empty or have dried up. So I've got that. It's like, I know we're a couple of months out, but still, yes, I'm thinking about next year's bullet journal. So Julie was saying you're still going to independent shops, but now you're curious about the wholesaler. So I mentioned the vlog that I did, where I vlogged some of the dealership or the dealer warehouse. And so Julie went and watched it. And in case you're curious, the wholesale gemstone dealer is Planet Earth Rocks and Crystals on Instagram. They have a fantastic Instagram, by the way. But they announce there whenever they're going to have a sale. So highly recommend. But I found their account because I followed one of the local metaphysical shops. They have an Instagram, so I followed them, and then I was recommended an account that they followed, which was the wholesale dealer. So if you have any metaphysical or crystal shops near you and they have an Instagram, maybe you should give them a follow just to see what the algorithm shares with you. That would be my suggestion. So yeah. Let's see. Megan took a shower that sprint, and you were sharing things on social media. Excellent. CB says no words, but Spider-Man fanfic rabbit hole. Yes. Yes, yes. Sometimes the reading is the way to go. It's research. Jenna says, finally finished another video edit. Fantastic. Yay. Rosalind says, got 103 words done for the writing commission. Nice. Heard back from an employer about an internship. Ooh, excellent. Hopefully it was a good hearing back. Well, I mean, either way is an answer, so at least. So Megan says, guess who's getting chicken nuggets for lunch today? This cat. Nice. I have not had chicken nuggets in a while. Now I'm probably going to be thinking about chicken nuggets for the next 2 weeks. Thanks. Hubby picked up Carnelian at the gym show we attended in September. You're going to the same one for their holiday version next month as a nano reward. Nice. Regardless of goal making. Looking for something for yourself. Excellent. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Laura says, just wrote the dedication for Tiny Shivers. It needs to be proofread by the editor, so you might as well include it with the stories. True. Laura says, made the document double-spaced. It's now 257 pages. Excellent. Excellent. And it was a good response from the employer. Yay! Excellent. Good news for everybody today. I hope it stays that way for the rest of the day, right? Okay, it is now 3:24. Michael should have started streaming, so I will not be doing an additional sprint today, but I will remind you that now you can check the link either in the chat or in the description for the AuthorTube channel list and playlist. That is the alternative spreadsheet for instead of Devin's playlist. So make sure that you check those and see who else is on for today. Don't forget, Charlie is going to be streaming later. HK should be streaming later. I know I looked at them earlier, but anyway. So yes, make sure you check out the playlist spreadsheet and have all the fun. Don't forget to save your work before you go. All right. Bye.